Hey everyone, it's Steve from the garden. The time has come for me to harvest my worm castings from the Mariner bin. So let's go and get that started. So here's our castings. You can see they're nice and crumbly. They're not overly moist. And looks like most of the worms have now finally migrated out of this area, although there are still some in there. So let's go ahead and get these castings harvested into a bucket so that we can sift them out. So any worms I do come across, I'll just move over to the other side unless I get to the point where I'm sifting them. So I'm just going to use a 4-inch pot to kind of scoop these out. I have as much of the bin cleaned out as I need to on this round. So let's go ahead and sift the castings now. I filled up about 2/3 of a 5-gallon bucket, so roughly about 3 gallons worth of castings in there. I have my sifter ready to go with the tote. And I'll just go ahead and dump these in. Even just dumping them in, I can hear stuff falling through the screen. With these castings being all made from leaves, the material is definitely much finer than it would be if it was made with a lot of paper. So it should sift really nicely. There's our first screening. Now we do got some worms and we got some other like chunky stuff in here. This stuff will all go back into the bin. Ready for round 2? We'll just dump it all in there. Spread that out. So once again, all we're left with is the chunky stuff that didn't go through the screening. So this, again, will go back into the bin. I got the castings transferred back into the 5-gallon bucket, so let's see how much they weigh. So we got 12 pounds, 12.8 pounds. I added new bedding to the bin and redistributed all the materials so that the worms have a lot more space now to go through and help increase the population. I'm not going to show the feeding this week because I want to focus just on the castings, but the bin's ready for another round. Well, with 12.8 pounds of castings, Home Depot lists the weight of the bucket at 1.8 pounds, which would give me 11 pounds of actual castings after taking out the weight of the bucket. So that should make a really nice addition in terms of fertilizer for potting up my plants and for using out in the garden. Hope you enjoyed coming along on my worm casting harvest today. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next one.